I'm one of the mini chefs with Affinity Group. Today we're going to show you a recipe for the Mother's Day holiday and simplifying an old classic French dish called Coquilles Saint-Jacques. Coquilles Saint-Jacques usually comes in a half shell and then it is toasted in a salamander or in the oven to melt the cheese. We're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to make a bowl out of a puff pastry. So you can get you a fish or a crab like this one, even though it might look like Batman, or any kind of shape you'd like. And we're going to cut out, and we'll show you how to do this. It's fairly simple. What you want to do is cut out 4 shapes. And then you're going to take 3 of them and cut the rings out of the middle of 3 of them. Hopefully my cutter works good. So obviously the solid one is going to be your bottom base. And we're going to use a little egg wash to glue all this together. So what we'll do here is that puff pastry in the middle will obviously puff up. So we'll just kind of punch that down. And then that makes your edible bowl that we'll put the scallops in and then the coquille sauce. Okay guys, we are going to make the Coquilles Saint-Jacques now. When you start thinking about the sauce, and it's a pretty simple sauce, a good idea, and I'm going to talk while I sear these scallops. And my little trick is I really like to use bacon grease because bacon and scallops go together so well. So I put a little bit of bacon grease in there. Don't need a ton. We'll get these scallops going. When you start thinking about sauces, the greatest sauces that you can start with to make your life easier because of staffing issues or something like that without a really good skill set, think about soup as your base sauce. Just think of it as an ingredient. So today we are actually going to use a cream of jalapeno soup for our base sauce. Instead of using heavy cream, reducing down, you'll see how fast this goes together. Here we're going to go right back in the pan with a little bit of olive oil. We're going to cook our mushrooms, integral part of this dish. Now you don't want to crowd your pan. And the thing about mushrooms is you want to let them just kind of do their thing. Let them all touch the surface here. You want to get some nice caramelization on these because that will make a tremendous difference in the final dish. There we go. Get that rascal turned over. We will throw our shallots in. Cook them until they're translucent. While those mushrooms kind of do their thing and finish up. So when you have the sauce, the cream of jalapeno, or any kind of bisque or a chowder that you can use for a lot of these dishes, salt, you want to kind of salt at the end. I know we usually season as we go, but it's going to have all of your seasoning already in there. We're going to add a little bit just to add some different flavor. See that start to come around. In there you go, right. And then here we'll go in with the soup. Ooh. Made a mess there. And to this soup, we're going to add a little tarragon, chopped tarragon, And my secret seasoning for about everything seafood is that Old Bay seasoning. Squeeze a lemon. Now, our scallops that we haven't quite finished, let those little rascals get in there. Let everybody get happy. And I believe we're ready for plating. Guys, let's get this rascal plated up. So I always like to put a couple of these scallops in the middle here. Coquilles Saint-Jacques in a puff pastry shell and glazed roasted carrots.